Hi everyone, Tams here. I'm back with another weekly wrap-up in my Midori Traveler's Notebook. But before we get started, I want to share some weekly highlights that are going to inspire this week's decoration. As far as new stationery, if you watched my Whimsidoodle haul, you know I've got lots of new things to play with. And in the garden this week, you can take a look at how our neighborhood garden is going. Lots of greens are thriving this week. And speaking of thriving, take a look at my Vanda orchid in my courtyard. I love it. On Friday, I met up with some family that was visiting from out of town, and we went over to Celebration, Florida. If you know anything about Celebration, you know that they go all out for Halloween decorations. Saturday, I had an afternoon all to myself with no obligation, so I caught up on some reading. Currently reading Another Country by James Baldwin. And on Sunday, I had a special treat. My favorite 9-year-old and youngest YouTube watcher told me he loved my videos and asked if we could have an arts and craft day and if he could be on my channel. Of course, I said yes. Okay, so tell us what you're getting today.
I'm getting beige paint for my Halloween map.
Okay.
I'll show you what my Halloween map looks like when we get home.
Okay.
We're getting bacon duct tape.
Because everybody needs that.
Yes, they do. Because it's swaggerlicious.
All right. What else?
Got some paint brushes to paint the beige paint on my map.
Okay.
And then got some galaxy duct tape.
All right. You ready?
I just thought that was it.
How many days till Christmas?
71. Finally finished painting my mask. And I will be using this on Halloween if Paper Tams video tapes us on Halloween.
We'll do Halloween.
Yay!
Okay, so here are the items I'm going to be using for my Midori this week. I'm inking up a very inexpensive Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen, fine nib. And here is a look at the ink I am using. I'm going to try to zoom in so you can take a look. This is the Pilot inks. I have a couple of these. I like them very much. This color I believe is called the ama-iro. Not sure how to pronounce that. For washi tape, I'm using some of my new tape, including this blue that I just love. It's an MT tape. And another MT tape that has several clips on it. I want to cut those out and use them as individual stickers. I received 2 letters in the mail this week and they were packed full of goodies. From my friend Grace, I received this lovely stamp that I want to use. And from my friend Heather, she sent me this cutout from T Magazine that talks a lot about penguins. I collect vintage penguins, and I just love this. I really love the little timeline of logos, and I'm going to try to use that. Okay, so here's the finished product. I did use the washi tape in several places. Love the way the individual clips turned out. I did try to sketch my Vanda orchid, and I used a piece from the article on the Penguin books. I noted my incoming mail. I ended up using the stamp that Grace sent me up in the top. Loved how that turned out. I decided to include a quote by James Baldwin since I was reading his book this week. And then I did various journaling for the celebration trip and our arts and craft day. Just some great things to remember, and that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.